ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
There's something about the face that's just not 100% hitting the mark. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another MAFEX action figure review on the Medicom toy MAFEX X-Men's Psylocke. Try to get your MAFEX figures, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Alright, down there I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And big thanks to Xmanny87 for reminding me to pick this up. Like, he was just talking about getting his figure and he's just sent the reminder over to me like, you gotta get this, dude. And I was like, yeah, I do. And then I had it waiting for me and I just needed to pay for it, and now I have it. I'm so happy. Thank you, Xmanny87. Nice image of Psylocke right there. On the side, nice product shot. On the back, you can see a whole bunch more product shots. And then on this side, you get Psylocke jumping. And then on the top, it says Psylocke. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Psylocke out of the packaging, looking pretty amazing, but I actually do have some complaints. But first, let's get a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. Ooh, we got a lot of accessories to look at over here. We get 5 sets of interchangeable hands. We get the infamous MAFEX stand, which I really love, with the small clamp right over there. We have this interchangeable waist piece, and then we have the katanas, the faux sheaths right over here, and then 3 different Psy effects, which are all really cool. And I love that these have a hand sculpted on the inside of them, so that is really neat. And I like that we're getting a little bit of a white frosted paint over here. And I also like that they are different. Like, these aren't the normal effects or the usual weapons that I see coming with Psylocke over here. So you have like this fist punch Psy effect, which I don't recall seeing, but you know, I do believe her. I mean, I know of her using different Psy weapons. You get these discs right over here. You can see right here we get this hand with the gesture, so you could go ahead and port this right in. So she's doing her telepathy. So yeah, I am surprised to see no butterfly effect or anything like that. And by the way, all of these hands are perfectly painted with the metallic blue and the little ring around the finger right over there to keep everything together. She has her weapon holding hands. She has the flat hands right over here as well. Relaxed hands and fisted hands. And then you can see the katanas have this nice silver paint going through them, all nice and pointy right over here too. I like that gold paint. I haven't had anything chip off the flesh color paint on these hands or anything like that, so they've worked out very well for me. I don't have a problem with them at all. You can see she holds them very nicely, and you don't see any chipping or anything like that. These faux sheaths right over here, we get a little bit of a weird plastic knot thing right over there. Looks like a runner mark. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, you could take out the handle and then port this in right here, so now you have a sheath like that. And the directions that come with the figure are very helpful, by the way, so definitely read through those. To swap these out, you know, and this is a nice waistband and everything. I do like it. But yeah, you just want to remove the lower torso from the waist, and it does pop off easily. And then this does help cover that seam, by the way. It's tricky to do, but yeah, it does work out in some cases, most cases, depending on how well I can shimmy it downward. But anyway, getting this on right here and then popping this right back on. Now we have this other display option, and I really dig it. So very, very cool. So we do get 2 head sculpts with this figure, forgot to mention that, and I do see the influence of Jim Lee and Andy Kubert's artwork in this figure. It just looks phenomenal. I love this head sculpt. This is my favorite one of the 2 of them, but yeah, it's just dead on exactly what I think of when I think of comic book Psylocke. It's just this head sculpt right here. It's beautiful. It does have the purple lipstick, which does throw me off a little bit, but aside from that, I think this looks great. The wash does look a little heavy in the hair right over here, but I still like it. I don't have much of a problem with it. I really do like it a lot, man. Beautiful looking head sculpt, really dig it. And then looking at the other one, she has the angry expression right here with those gritted teeth and that upper lip curled all funny. And yeah, this is a really good head sculpt too. I like it as well. I just think I like the other one a little bit more. And I really like how the hair is wafting off to the side over here. So that looks really good. And again, pretty heavy with the black paint in there, but I still like having it rather than not having it. So I think this looks really cool. And aside from that lipstick, I think that's my only real complaint about the aesthetics with this figure. I just love how it came out. it's a great looking Psylocke. I think this is the best Psylocke figure of all time, man. I really dig it. Love the vibrant, shiny blue. I don't see it smearing too much. A little bit of smearage right over there on the inside of the leg. Not so much on this side of the leg over here. Looking at the back of the figure, looks great. It can get a little bit gappy as you're posing it around, so I think, you know, it comes with the territory with getting all the articulation and with her not having a lot of clothes to cover things up. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a sacrifice for that, but yeah, dude, the legs look fantastic. I really like how the wrap looks over here, very accurately painted, and I think they did a good job of making the back, you know, look provocative as it should be, but without overdoing it and grossing people out, you know? So I think they did a great job with this, and yeah, man, this is just freaking cool. I really like it a lot. No peg holes, just some copyright stuff at the bottom of the feet. So I do like the articulation on this figure, however, I have my frustrations. First off, neither of the heads really look up, neither with this one. You don't get the clearance that you'd think you'd get with the hair moving off to the side. It does shift up a little bit, but yeah, she can't really look up. The heads do move downward, and you can get her turning her head side to side. It's going to get a little bit easier to do that with this one, more so with this one right here. You do get great neck and head pivoting over here. You have shoulder joints that do shift down and up, and you can move those butterfly joints forward and back. The shoulder can move outward only that far, and you can move them in all the way. They rotate a full 360. You do get a bicep cut in there, and then we have double jointed elbows, but they just barely move past that 90-degree mark, so I wish there was a little bit more range of motion there. You get side-to-side motion at the wrists. They do hinge up and down or side-to-side depending on how you have it configured, and make sure you keep an eye on that seam so you don't snap that wrist joint. You do have a diaphragm cut right here that does turn side-to-side a bit, does have some pivoting right here, and it does move forward a bit and back a bit. Similar articulation at the waist, turns side to side, waist pivoting. With both joints together, it will crunch forward that far forward, and with both joints together, she'll move backward that much. That's quite a bit of movement. It does get gappy though, as you could see, right? You know, but it's the price to pay for all that articulation and, you know, not a lot of plastic. The hips move outward that far, and she can kick forward that much, which is like pretty incredible. She can go all the way up right there. It's pretty badass, and all the way back. Can see some of that blue right there as I showed earlier. We don't get an upper thigh cut, but it does shift over here at the waist. We do get double jointed knees, then the ankles do turn side to side, and unfortunately the ankles don't move down. That's my biggest gripe with the figure probably, is that I just cannot get these ankles to properly move downward. It kind of makes the figure look bad when you get her in jumping poses and stuff and the feet can't point downward, but they do move up a bit. You do get the ankle pivot, and you do get the toe articulation. Now to measure out this Psylocke figure, you can see that she is standing just a little over 6 inches tall. And for your 6-inch scale Psylocke figure comparison, you can see we have the amazing Yamaguchi, and we have the Marvel Legends version with the other one's head on here, so you have to buy 2 figures to get that one look. And yeah, I mean, dude, out of the 3 of these, which one's your favorite? I don't know. I think this one right here, yeah, definitely my favorite out of these 3. Then for another Psylocke figure comparison, while not in the same scale, this is my second favorite Psylocke figure. We have the Marvel Select version over here, and man, I mean, between these two, which one is your favorite? For me, I'm going with this one right over here, but this is a close second, even though it's not in my favorite scale. Holy crap, Diamond Select hit it out of the park with this one. I mean, there's definitely things on this figure that I wish we saw in this one right over here. I mean, this is a badass piece. And then to show how this MAFEX Psylocke scales with some Marvel Legends, we have Wolverine, Mary Jane, and Cyclops, and I think she scales with them pretty well, even though the head sizes of MJ and Psylocke kind of throws me off a bit, but they stand at about the same height. And I did say that Psylocke is my favorite female Marvel superhero, but my favorite female Marvel character is Mary Jane. And then here's Psylocke next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Oh, whoa, I'm back. Whoa, hey, I like your hair. It looks pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to this channel by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to all these people that are in a position to support this content via the Patreon and membership. If you're interested in the perks and you want to help the channel grow, check it out. Link in the description below. This figure is so much fun. I really liked it a lot. Like, I really planned on posting this video a day earlier, but I just got stuck in the action figure abyss, taking pictures and just having a lot of fun with this thing. I really dig it a lot, man. What else can I say? I mean, I do have my gripes, so I have to mention the gripes. The ankle's not moving downward, some of the stainage on the thighs with the blue paint and everything, and the head not being able to look up for either of the heads. Yeah, that stuff bothers me, but really, man, I had a great time with the figure. I really like it a lot. It's a figure that I've been wanting for a very long time. I think this is the best Psylocke figure ever made. And at the price point of around $90, I'm going to give this Psylocke a Sun rating of... I'd like to know what you guys think, so be sure to let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see a photo gallery of images and the latest in Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
Crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
We're shot in your face.